Again, President Trump spoke to his core supporters for 75 minutes in Phoenix last night. Most of his speech was off the cuff.
I don't believe that any president has accomplished as much as this president in the first 6 or 7 months. I really don't believe it.
And then he went off on what he called the damn dishonest news media for, in his opinion, misquoting what he had to say after the violence in Charlottesville. The president read parts of various statements he made after a Nazi sympathizer killed a demonstrator by ramming his car into a crowd. But the president did not mention that he had said, quote, many sides were to blame for what happened.
The only people giving a platform to these hate groups is the media itself and the fake news. If you want to discover the source of the division in our country, look no further than the fake news and the crooked media, which would rather get ratings and clicks than tell the truth.
He threatened a government shutdown if Congress doesn't pony up the money for a border wall, and he railed about efforts to take down Confederate statues and said it might expand to include statues of George Washington.
From George Washington, please don't take his statue down, please. Please. Does anybody want George Washington's statue? I see they want to take Teddy Roosevelt's down too. They're trying to figure out why. They don't know. They're trying to take away our culture. They're trying to take away our history. These things have been there for 150 years, for 100 years. You go back to a university and it's gone. Weak, weak people.
Outside the convention center, crowds of Trump supporters and protesters shouted at each other all day in the 108-degree heat. But at nighttime, it got a little unruly. Somebody threw rocks and bottles at police officers, so officers in riot gear responded with tear gas and pepper spray. After a while, the crowd went home. A total of 4 people were arrested. Nobody was hurt. Today, the president travels to Reno, Nevada. He will speak to the American Legion Conference there.